viewers. Welcome to the Debbie Deena show or Deena Debbie show. Doesn't matter. The double D's are here. I'm Deena. This is Debbie. And we're here with Stewart Health and Healing. You can find us on the same website, stewarthealthandhealing.com. We're going to be talking today about taking massive action. I think nobody understands what taking massive action is in our lives. And, we see people, we hear from people calling us and they're eager to start something new or to heal themselves. It could be in critical care, in critical condition, or just wanting to take care of themselves. And, we go over a protocol, we talk with them, and we can sense in their voice that they won't do it. And you wonder why, because they take the time to call you, find you, they pick your brain, you spend time with them, and then you tell them what to do, and they're like, oh, no. Oh, I have to do an enema? Are you kidding me? Why? Why? Well, you come to us and we tell you because we know from studying with Doc that these are the protocols for healing. And this is what you need to do, or what we would do in the situation that you're in. And just know that everything we tell you to do, we do and we've done. And we won't recommend anything unless we've done it on ourselves. So yes. This is why I know you're watching, and when you're watching, you're like, well, I might be that person that, wants it, but yet doesn't do it. And, when I first met Doc, I did everything before I had my consultation. That's how bad I wanted it. I knew that that's type A personalities. Debbie and I are people that, to begin with, when we put our mind to something, we do it, right? So it's hard for us to wrap our minds around people that don't do it. Yet we have the compassion and the understanding, but we don't measure ourselves. And we can't compare these people to us, not that we're better. We just do it. We take massive action because we know that the benefits at the end of the day are going to be wonderful. I'll give you an example before we jump into our other two customers. Debbie was working on me today. I came for some Celtonic for specific area and did not expect to get Wolf non-surgical. And when we're working on each other, it is at times painful because we're opening things that are blocked. Well, we work, go ahead. I know that the pain is worth the bliss. I know that the pain is worth the flow. I know at the end that the pain that we're producing is going to feel good because we're bringing blood flow, we're bringing oxygen, we're bringing back life to the area that's been stagnant. So going back to what we're trying to convey to you today is that it's the way you spend your life. If you don't take action, if you don't pull the trigger on things in your life and you're always in that wishful tank, you get nothing. Bottom line, you've got to pull that trigger. You've got to be consistent. You've got to continue doing what you need to do to get better.
Yeah. My biggest thing that I found was even talking to different people. I've had people call, especially for the animals, and, they follow Doc and they get the number and they start telling me I got this and this and this going on with the dog. And I'm like, well, do you have these products so we can start doing some things, something as easy as detox tea or a coffee enema with the dog? And they'll say, no, I don't have anything. I don't have any product at all. And I said, well, how long have you been following Doc? And they'll say, oh, about 2 years. So, for you to watch someone and listen and want to absorb, if you've been watching for 2 years, but yet you haven't, done anything. You haven't made any dietary changes. You haven't made any detoxing changes. And, healing begins because we need to all detox.
And if you haven't ordered the basic, the detox tea was in my house before I had my consultation. I had the tummy love. I had the coffee enema. I had the fulvic, the humic. And at the time he had different products. The pineal, I had the thyroid one. I was just jumping in and then I will figure it out with the consultation, but again, if you're calling us, you should be prepared to jump. Bottom line, you're here, you're calling Deena and Debbie, you have to jump because we're just not going to hold your hand and listen to the same story over and over again, and you're not getting results if you're not ready to pull the trigger. We'll give you an example. This week I had a young mother calling for her 22-year-old daughter who has POTS. And Debbie's going to tell you what the term POTS is.
So POTS is postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. And what that basically means is when a person sits up, they get like a fast heart rate, and then their blood pressure can drop. So this is a 22-year-old female who is experiencing symptoms, and then she's probably tired. She just every time she sits up, she gets dizzy,
and she had full body pain.
Right, and
full body pain.
So she got home from college, and now she's experiencing symptoms, and like
in bed,
and like Doc says, there are no diseases. It's all just
toxicity, inflammation, scar tissue, but in her case, being 22 years old, mom calls us. So we give her the benefit of the doubt. We're going to talk with mom. But I said, on the consultation, of course, we want your daughter to be on the phone call. The four of us will talk and we'll see where she wants to go with this. And the mother says, well, she believes the doctors that this is not reversible. She thinks that this is for life, but yet is seeking a way to feel better. So I'm trying to find ways, and I found you through someone else, to help my daughter. I said, but does she want the help? So before, assuming, we said, okay, so let's schedule 10 o'clock Sunday morning. We're on the call. I text the mom, we're calling you in a few minutes. She goes, well, let me wake her up. I go, okay. 5 minutes later, can't get out of bed. She had 5 excuses. Headache, went to bed too late. Whatever problems her daughter had that evening is the cause of why she's not waking up. Meanwhile, if she was awake, she'd have solutions to why she feels like that and maybe, move forward. So she said, can we reschedule? I said, no. I said, have your daughter call us if she wants. And at the next time, it's not a complimentary consultation, the 20 minutes. It's $75. I'm just throwing a price out there because, when there's not an exchange of energy, when you have nothing to lose and you can just say, well, I'm canceling and this and that, you're not taking accountability and responsibility for your word. Our time is valuable. Right. Your time is valuable. We take the time, pen and paper, 10 a.m., are scheduled together. Right. We sit there for you. Right. And you're not going to show up. Right. A few years ago, we tolerate that. Now there's no more because there are people that want to take.
This took time out of our Sunday morning, and I had another client coming in. So I made arrangements to be there at that certain time. And this is someone that can't even get out of bed to take massive personal action to improve their health. So that just tells us that she really is not looking to make the changes at this point.
And she doesn't believe in reversing it. Right. And the mom warns me, she's very touchy if you talk about total wellness, total healing, because she believes the doctors. I said, well, then we can't move forward, because if she believes the doctors, then no matter what we say, what we recommend, it won't work. Obviously, she'll just not do it. So then mom says, goes into the whole story. I go, well, I think, mom, you need a little emotional coaching here, because she's no longer 2 years old. She's 22. So she says, why can't I help her? Why can't I? I said, because this is it. It's what you're doing that's enabling her. So she says, so when I, suggested a coach, she goes, well, I have a therapist, thank you very much. And of course, I added, well, you should fire the therapist, because if your therapist is not telling you to take action and you're going to just talk every week about the same problem, the same issues, you know what? No, not with us.
Yeah. So mom is enabling her daughter by allowing her to sleep in, she's cooking for her, she's cleaning for her, she's doing everything for her child. And she's not actually helping her child, because you have to, have somebody have to, get to the point where they really want to get better. They
You have
really
to own
need to
you
feel
have
better.
to own your life. You have to own your health. You have to own yourself. And when you own yourself, you pick up that phone call, the number, you call the people, and you have those conversations. But the fact that she had to wake her up, that's like a teenager when they're 12, 13, they don't want to wake up. Well,
And it's not even that she had to wake her up. She wouldn't even get up.
correct.
She wouldn't get up.
Right.
And so because of that, I mean, if she's just sleeping in, fine, but to say, no, I can't do this now because I'm too tired. That's like, I'm talking to like a 14 or 15-year-old,
Yep.
not a 22-year-old,
No.
So that's the person that doesn't want to take massive personal action at this time. And that's the type of person that, we're not going to work with, because we're not going to get anywhere regardless, because if you cannot take that massive action, we're never going to get anywhere. So
You have to stop overthinking all the time, and you got to pull the trigger. And in the doing, develops feeling different. Then you feel better, and then the light comes up, and then you're feeling much better. And now it's the doing becomes the being. See, you're no longer doing it. This becomes your being. This becomes your being in the morning to drink your lemon and salt water. It's part of your being to do black diamond and black gold and tummy love and detoxing with the tea twice a day. It becomes your being that you're doing an enema for 20 days and then you stop and you do once a week. It's a maintenance. This is our vehicle. We know, like Debbie was saying this morning to one of our other clients, when when to change the oil in your car between 5,000 and 7,000 miles. When do you change your oil, right? When do you change your filters? Never. You wait to be clogged up, and then doctor goes, well, you're so clogged up, it's cancer. We got to go poke it, open it up, and tell you if it's real cancer or it's just benign. Meanwhile, it's stagnation, inflammation, calcification, and blockages that you just need to detox. The car gets a detox. Why can't we? So this is your vehicle, guys. And you have to take massive action. Everybody knows how to lose weight. How many are fit and trim right now? Not many, because they're not doing it.
Right.
Ask every person that needs to lose 5 pounds, what do you do to lose weight? Everybody knows. Knowledge is nothing if you don't do something about it.
But it's also important to know that if you detox your body, the waste, it isn't about the weight. We'll call it, like Doc says, it's the waste. The waste comes off of you, and it's much easier.
It's actually effortlessly.
Yes.
Effortlessly, because you're detoxing, and what's really in the fatty tissue is processed ingredients. It's also chemicals the body doesn't know what to do with, so it lodges in your fatty tissue. And when you start cleansing, that just leaves your body, and you're like, wow.
Yes.
Yeah. Didn't know I lost 5 pounds. Yeah, of crap.
Yes.
Of
yeah.
crap,
So let's talk about our second client that we had a consult with.
Yes, go ahead, Debbie.
So I got a phone call, and it was by a gentleman, and he was calling for his wife. So again, another red flag. So we got a mother calling for her daughter, and we got a husband calling for his wife. So when people really want to take that massive action, they're going to be the ones making that phone call.
Correct.
I mean, I understand there's certain things that can get in your way. And a little bit today, we'll see how that goes. But so she has MS, and she's also been diagnosed with the C. And
terminal.
Yeah,
According
terminal.
to the doctor, it's terminal. They can't treat her. And here we have this beautiful soul that we asked her, what do you live for? What are you living for? What's your passion? And it took her a while to even answer her family.
Right.
And then God, and she was nowhere near either one, herself. So there was really no drive in wanting to live or to change her routine. It was just that the husband's ready. He's ready to go get all the products and do everything right now. And I could not feel it in her. I could not sense it in her that it was like, hey, Let's pull the trigger. Let's do this. But we're not there to judge. We're just assessing what we felt. It might switch once they get the protocol by Monday. It might switch and they go, okay, we're going in, but just to let you know, you have to own your life. It's funny. I'll go back to when my son was 8 years old at the time. He had these little, didn't know any better, but these little fruity things in a bag, like you open up, you have 8 packets in the box.
You didn't know any better?
No, they were real fruit. Real fruit.
Real fake fruit.
So he gets 6 pouches instead of 8. I said, what are you going to do? I said, there's a phone number on the box. I suggest that you call that number and tell them what happened. Well, guess what? They sent him 3 boxes, some coupons, but I made him take that responsibility at 8 years old to make his own phone call because he was cheated out of 2 little pouches of those real fruit. So so
and when you really want something, you do it.
Yeah, yes, you do it. So he did do it, and he got it. So there was a positive result. So at the end of the day, when you take action, you're going to have a positive result.
Right.
That doesn't mean it's not going to be a little roller coaster ride. Doesn't mean it's not going to go up and down. You're going to have your moments of complete despair. But that's why you have us as coaches. We're right there to bring you back up. And it's part of healing that you go up and down. Life is like a wave. There's nothing that's straight. Everything changes. So it goes up, it goes down, it goes up. So you have to go with the flow of the energy and make it less meaning the worst case scenario in your head. Imagine at 22, you're told you're going to live with pain for the rest of your life. This is irreversible. You might as well just shoot yourself there. I mean, what the hell? I mean, pain.
And this, she's 63. You have breast cancer. That's stage 4, and you're terminal. That's what they tell you. You're terminal. That's what they tell
That's because when they can't treat you anymore, they can't make money off of you anymore.
So they use fear, and this is the way our medical system is. So it's up to you to take your own massive personal action and become your own practitioner.
Wonderful. She took the words out of my mouth. I mean, I just love when I know that if I have a symptom, and I go home and I decide, okay, well, this is how I'm feeling. Well, I load up on the amino acids. I'll load up on the Ormus minerals. I know to take Black Diamond a little more, just I know what to do for myself and my family, including my dog. So and you don't panic. You never panic. If it's a little worse, then you just a little bit more, and guess what? Have we gotten anything? Since we've known,
no. I mean, even a couple of days ago, I could feel that I was detoxing a little bit more. So I up my nutraceuticals. I up the Black Diamond. Yep. I take, whatever it is to get rid of whatever I've been exposed to. Maybe I ate bad one day. I don't know. I'm not perfect.
No, exactly.
But I know what to do, and I know how to prevent this. So since, I can't even tell you, let's see, we'll go back into probably 16 or 2016, 17, that was the last time I've ever even been sick. Since then, haven't even been sick at all because I know what to do. And that's the beauty of it, is that once you learn these things, once we can help you become your own healer, then, that's what you're looking at, is a wonderful life of feeling great, waking up every day,
balanced.
Yeah.
We're in harmony. This is it. The body always wants to return to harmony and balance and homeostasis. We're the ones that put the food, the water, the thoughts into our bodies and our minds. So we select what goes in. So the symptoms go according to what you put in. Halloween's around the corner, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's. And you've heard Doc tell you this. This is the season of the sniffles and the flu and all that. And if you really do research and you know that this is just part of detoxing your body because you're on overload of all the sugar, the extra gravy, all the dead meat around you. I know. It's true. You're eating way too much turkey. Not only do they have turkey, they have ham, and then you've got sausages and bacon. So you're eating like a glutton, and you think your body's just going to say, hey, you did great. No, it's going to go, what the hell did you do to me?
Yeah.
And then it's going to go, let me flush this out of you. Then you have the sniffles and your fever and all these things that are only symptoms of what you did and what you let into your body.
So let's go back. And so this gentleman calls for his wife, and she was there for the consultation. I felt that she wants to do something, but we'll see what the subconscious does. And, if she can get out of that 20-foot hole, because she's been in this hole for quite a while. We'll go back into the mid to 2006. I think all of her problems, or some of her problems, started back then. And that's a long time to be living with an illness or a dis-ease, and for the medical system to be telling you this is what you have, and you believe it.
And you said it so well to them. You said, when you have this condition, as long as she does, it becomes her. So she is the MS. She is this. She had it 3 times, and now it's in the liver and in the breast. So she is that disease, that, misalignment in her body. And there's a side that really wants to believe in it, but she's bedridden almost. She's in a wheelchair and bedridden,
And she has to be the one to change her mind and her belief system. And if she can't do that, and I told her, I said, you can't heal yourself in the same environment that created it. So, she has to change everything about her daily, routine. And so she's got to wake up and make some changes.
And at this point, it's life or death. You understand, guys? It's life or death. And when you see that, the life, and, she's so down the rabbit hole, like Debbie said, there's a 20-foot ladder to bring you back just to the basic, just to the above ground, above ground here. And I told her, she might not even feel better for up to 3 months, maybe 6 months, because the light is so dim. And to bring back the life and the energy, yes, the cells are absorbing it, but you're not feeling it. You have to front end load. You have to do this consistently, and you have to go all in.
Yes, I even work with another woman with MS, and she still walks and she uses a cane. And I told her from the first time that I saw her that this is massive personal action, but she needs to also have a belief system that she can be running down the street. And if she doesn't have that belief system, I can't get her back to throwing away the cane. But she wants to get rid of that cane. And, just in the first treatment, she was told that she had to have surgery for her sciatica pain. And we got rid of that pain with the Celsonic and the Wolf non-surgical just in one treatment. So, it's going to take time for her to regain her walking. But I've worked with her on giving her exercises to do when she's at home. She's been walking with a cane, so her legs are, her muscles are not walking normal. She has got to rebuild everything. And this is her massive personal action at home. You can't come into us and think we're going to do this treatment and you're miraculously going to walk out of here a changed person. It is a lot of work. Your massive personal action every day, waking up, having the right mindset and doing the work that it needs to be done. We do it. And it is work. It's a lot of work to stay healthy.
Yeah, it's work, but it's worth the results as well. We feel good. We're happy, and
I don't look at it as work. I look at it as how I want to live and how I want to age. And it's definitely not going to be with pains in my hands like what happened when I was 50. I will not accept that. I changed, I did my research. I changed my diet. And just continued on in the last, pretty soon, 59, and continue to learn, continue to change, continue to take that massive personal action. I do the detox tea, I do black gold, I do black diamond, I do the IGF.
We do every product,
everything,
depending on what we need, because you're your own practitioner. Do you understand this? You become your own practitioner. You know how to tweak yourself. You know that if you went to bed late that night, in the morning, if you take certain ingredients quick in the morning, like your IGF and 4-Sun formula, boom, you're going to have energy now in 20 minutes. It's going to kick in and you're going to have that energy boost. And then you take a little more IGF, a little more sun formula, more than you're used to. You know, the same thing if you feel that, oh my God, you know, I went to the restaurant and I guess I ate too much salt in there. You know, sometimes you go to the restaurants with friends, even if you choose the better plate, there's still all kinds of ingredients that you're not used to eating every day. Well, a little swelling. Well, what do? We take the cayenne pepper with the curcumin. You can take 2, you know, every 2 hours, and you're going to feel that the, you know, inflammation leaves your body. You know, warm water with a little salt. I mean, the good salt, of course. You know, not the table salt. But you become your own practitioner. And what we're telling you is that you can watch this all day. You can watch us every second week. You can watch Doc for life. If you don't consume the products and you don't do the work, you'll still be watching us in 10 years from now on your couch weighing 300 pounds with a heart attack ready to happen. It's up to you. You know, you watch people, go out there and do it yourself. Just watch people, and I'm not telling it in a judgmental way. I mean, even today I went to the store. I mean, not one person walked straight. One was holding a cart for a walker. The other one was limping. I mean, the other one 300 pounds. I mean, the children today. Did you see the children today? I mean, they're roly-polies, and it's like normal. It's not normal. So you have to take action. You know that child that's 8 years old that's wearing already a size 12? They're doomed.
Yeah.
They're doomed already.
And it takes, again, massive action back to researching and learning what is good for you and what isn't. And I had someone in my family say to me, well, if it's in the store, it has to be good for you. And my mouth dropped and I was like, okay, if you think that, because they sell it in a store, it's good for you. If they wouldn't sell it if it wasn't good, right?
Well, if they sell it in a pharmacy, it must be even better.
Oh, yeah. So it's, you know, we have been lied to, and we have to come out of this at some point. And it really doesn't take much research. You just can get on your computer. It's so available today.
And you have it everywhere. Instagram.
Yeah, it's like I tell people, you know, there's certain things that are not allowed in Europe that are just everywhere here. And we'll go into Tide detergent, which is not allowed in Europe. And if you do a search on the internet, you'll find out that they don't allow Tide detergent in Europe. So, you know, if you're washing your clothes with Tide, you know, that is something that you need to be looking at, because our skin absorbs everything the minute that it touches. So you need to be using a plant-based.
And that includes dry cleaning, guys. Yeah. Women, with your shirts on skin, the dry cleaning chemicals, you can request for less chemical. I think there's a chemical-free dry cleaning. You can request these things. You can buy unscented. You know, even the cat litter. You go out there and you have to pick. There's one unscented to all kinds of scented ones. You know that that's dangerous for you, for the animal, all the chemicals, your little plugins, your fluoride. You want to, we found that at the grocery store.
I bought a thing of bags, just trash bags for my kitchen. And I get home and I open up the box and I'm like, I didn't read it. And it was, I don't know what it was, but it was really bad. And I couldn't even breathe when I opened it up. And so what I do with the bags that I had, and I take them in the garage and I pull them all apart and I let them out there to air out so that the chemical is gone, whatever they sprayed on them. So that way I can bring it back into the house without that smell. Yeah. But it's in, there's, you know, macaroni and cheese, you know, the brand that everybody knows, that's orange. And, you know, if you go over to
the Fruit Loops, you know,
if you go over to Europe, they don't have that color orange in there. It's not allowed.
It's carrot dye. I mean, it's carrot beets. You know, it's the colors that they extract from the fruits.
Right.
But in the U.S. right now, they're just aiming to kill us all. So you have to become awake. You know, those are just not clouds that you see in the sky. They're chemtrails, people. If it's not brown and fluffy and it's a big line and it's an X and a Z, I mean, and you're playing tic-tac-toe in the sky, guys, we are chemtrails.
Yep.
You know,
it's a lot of research, and you have to open up your eyes and be willing to.
You can start right here. You can get The Perfect Day Guide for Free, guys. And this is 40 years of Doc's work. Let me tell you, that book is our Bible. I don't even like to compare it to a Bible. It's superior, I would say, because it's the truth. Okay? So it's pdgfree.com. P, Peter, Deena, Gary, free.com. Our website is stewarthealthandhealing.com. My number is 786-488-7782. And Debbie, what is yours?
305-342-9559. And Doc will be coming up doing some lectures in Canada. He'll be October 20th, he'll be in Toronto with a day with the Doc. And then on October 23rd, it's Heal Yourself and Heal Your Family in Kelowna. And on the 24th, he'll be Heal Yourself, Heal Your Family in Calgary. So also he'll be doing the classes and the Whole Life Coach and the Wolf Non-Surgical, along with the pelvic masterclass restoration in Extapa. And check out the calendar at bhnuniversity.com for the list of classes starting next year in 2025. So taking the classes, it makes all the difference in the world. Just, you do become that, your own practitioner, your own healer, teaching your family, teaching your friends. And those are only the ones that really want to know, because you cannot help somebody that doesn't want to learn anything. And that's fine, because that's their journey too.
And our journey when we meet people like that is to accept them, right?
Yes.
We're not trying to impose. We're not trying to sell you anything. Our business is word of mouth. People that hear from us, whether it's from Doc, a friend, at the sound vibrational healing. When I do my sound healing, I talk about a second practice. People are in pain. People are suffering. Yes. And you want a way out. The way out is take action. And if you're hesitant right now and you haven't bought one product from Doc, start with a detox tea. When you feel yourself cleaning in that way, you're going to go, wow, I never knew I could feel better.
But make sure you read the directions.
Yes, it's not a pouch for one cup, okay? So
always read directions, guys, because we've had people that go home and take one tea bag and make a cup, and really one tea bag or half gallon. Two tea bags are for a gallon.
A gallon, yes.
And so, always read directions and take the time to educate yourself. So
yeah, and we're here to support you. Yeah. You want to have a consultation. We also do coaching. We walk you through your, some of the things you're going through. But again, you have to take action. I mean, just recently I was coaching someone, and I said, if you don't take this thing, if you don't take care of this situation, we can't move forward in your coaching. You're always coming back to the elephant in the room. Right. And she did take action.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
It was fun.
It was fun
watching her. And I literally am working with someone and trying to get them to get their bowels to work right and get the enemas going. And she receives the Celsonic and non-surgical. And I told her, I said, don't come back next week unless you've done some enemas, because she is not moving her bowels properly. And we all know that everything starts from
taking action. You got to move out what goes in.
Right. You have to, since she's been 30 years old, she's had to take something every night to get her bowels to move the next day. So, we need to get that large intestine, which is the most important thing, to be moving, having 2-3 bowel movements in a day. That comes from detoxing the body, using detox tea to clear it out, from the ultimate coffee enemas to, getting the right mindset. So
you want to cleanse your lymph. Remember, your lymphs are also, if they're stagnant, then you're not sweating, you're not eliminating, and that's part of the system. You have to become number one at number two, and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk about that. You have to talk about this. Everything that's taboo is actually should be talked about.
And we talk about it like it's nothing.
Exactly. It is nothing. Once you've crossed that barrier in your mind, it's nothing.
Yeah. It's not like it's a secret that we all don't go to the bathroom, right?
No.
I think we know by now.
Unless you're an alien. Listen, if you're ever in town and you're in Stuart, Florida, I also host sound healing events at the Elliott Museum. My website is soundvibration.net. I mean, take a look, check it out.
It's wonderful.
It's amazing. It downshifts your nervous system naturally without any effort. But if you want to go deeper and take personal, massive action in changing your life, I mean, not just your lifestyle, your life, then we're here for you on the stewardhealthandhealing.com. And you have to jump. We're not going to watch you just cradle yourself with excuses. Yep. You know, like the mom did with her daughter. She's defending her. I said, we're not going to war with her. She made the appointment. She selected 10 a.m. Sunday morning.
Right. And you told her she needed to get a new therapist, which was right, because obviously her actions were not.
The therapist is not making mom responsible to be tough love with a 22-year-old that's in your house, needing the attention of a 2-year-old.
Right. So she either needs to mind her own business with the 22-year-old, but she can't baby that 22-year-old and try and get her to do
anything. Anything. She gets mad at mom, and that's what mom says. She gets mad at me because I said, for exactly what you're doing. You're above her, telling her what she should do, get up, do this, do that. No, let her hit rock bottom. Don't bother with her. Walk away, shut the door. Don't wake her up. Do nothing. No food, nothing for her.
She's a big girl.
Yeah.
She take care of herself.
That's it. It's just a human being in the house.
That's it.
Leave them alone.
Anyway, guys, it was great being here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we'll see you in a couple of weeks. So, 3, 2, 1.
We got this.
We got it. Have a great day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.